opposition can't touch me at all. I'm rising up every day and I never will fall. What you do, I see it all through a crystal ball. Swallow the wheel, baby, go, go, never stall. Whoa, baby, and what you think about how I flow, baby? You can see me rising up every single day. Got the GPS navigation, yeah, I'm on the way. And I'ma say it like, every time that I'm down, I rise up. Every time they hate, go harder. Every time I fall, get smarter. Every time I get...
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of WEF Strikeout. I apologize again for the very long time of not having a show. It's really hard to stick to the schedule, and I do apologize for that. I don't know when exactly I'm going to get back on schedule, but I hope it's soon, because I will have a lot of free time to myself more coming up soon. So let's just hope and pray that we're able to get back on schedule. But nonetheless, we are here with an episode of WEF Strikeout, ladies and gentlemen, and we are kicking off the night with, if I'm not mistaken, a match that I think we've seen before, but in RUW. The Nemesis James Taylor, the RUW Internet Champion and one half of the World Tag Team Champions, will be going up against the 2025 RUW King of the Ring, the Viper, Randy Orton. And let's get into this contest, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a good one.
Making his way to the ring, representing Money Incorporated, from Dallas, Texas, weighing in at 234 pounds, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, and the Internet Champion, James Taylor.
And here is James Taylor, as the ring announcer mentioned, one half of the World Tag Team Champions and the current RUW Internet Champion. Now, there is a reason that Alexander Kelly is not in his corner for this match, and that is because Alexander Kelly has to prepare for a main event match that he made himself. Alexander Kelly wanted to send a message to the Vampire Brothers. So he issued a challenge to Damian Priest. And Alexander Kelly said that even though the RUW 24/7 Championship will only be defended on RUW shows, he himself decided to put that championship on the line here in WEF. And here is the Viper, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. But yeah, that is why Alexander Kelly will not be in the corner of James Taylor for this contest, ladies and gentlemen. It's because Alexander Kelly has to get prepared for a match that he made official. Well, technically, the general manager of WEF, Matt Davidson, made it official, but Alexander issued the challenge, meaning he wanted this. Randy Orton versus the Nemesis James Taylor. What a contest this is going to be to kick us off here on WEF Strikeout. Let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. This is a non-title contest. No internet championship on the line here. Just a match that Max Davidson decided to make official. And Randy Orton shoving James off of him and delivering the back elbow right to the jaw. Now Randy Orton, in the early goings of this contest, he is in firm control over the Nemesis James Taylor. Now look at this, pinning the left arm down and delivering stomps to the hand. Now Randy with a knee right to the temple. And a stomp to the midsection. James Taylor cannot catch a break from the offense of Randy Orton. There's a cover. Oh, but not even the count of one. James Taylor is not going to stay down for that. And we have a collar and elbow tie-up, folks. And Randy just shoving James Taylor aside and delivering a clothesline, nearly decapitating the Nemesis James Taylor. And I think Taylor could be in trouble here. Randy Orton has him up into the fireman's carry. Oh, and throat first off the top rope. Now Randy up on the middle rope. I can't remember the last time I saw James Taylor in this much trouble as Randy Orton delivers the double axe handle. There's a cover, but only the count of one for the Viper. James Taylor trying to catch his breath on the outside. Randy Orton is not going to let that happen. Sending Taylor face first off the ring apron. James Taylor is unable to answer back as he has just been busted open. James Taylor could be in some serious trouble here, as Randy Orton sends him back inside the ring. Oh, but now James finally able to rally. Lou Thesz press connecting on the Viper. This is what James Taylor needed. He needed this opportunity to bounce back, and he is going to take full advantage of it. James Taylor talking his trash to Randy Orton. There's several shots right to the face. He's got Randy in the corner. Now James, what you thinking here? Oh! I think that was a knee right to the back. It is wise of James Taylor to target the back of Randy Orton because we all know the history that Randy has with back injuries. And speaking of which, there's a spine buster. James Taylor wants to put this one away just like that. Stunner connects. James Taylor into the cover. Oh, but Randy able to get that shoulder up at the count of two. If you ask me, I think James Taylor dragging Randy Orton away from the ropes gave Randy just enough time to recover. But James Taylor still in firm control of this contest. Oh, look at this. Crossface chicken wing being applied by James Taylor. He learned that from his tag team partner, Alexander Kelly, but James releases the hold, probably figuring Randy wasn't going to give up just yet. And now Randy, oh God. Oh God, James Taylor doesn't want to be here. Power slam. There's a cover. Could that be it? No, it was close, but not quite. Oh, uh-oh. James Taylor in a very bad place here. Randy Orton with the draping DDT connecting on the Nemesis James Taylor. And if you ask me, I think Randy Orton is starting to hear those voices. Oh yeah, he is. Randy Orton with the RKO. There's a cover, but James Taylor's hand is underneath the rope. That's a controversial finish. Oh, you know James Taylor won't be happy about that. His hand was clearly underneath the rope. If we can get a replay on that, I'll show you. But that is a controversial finish. Looking back at the highlights here, James Taylor with the stunner on the Randy Orton. He thought that would be it, but Randy was able to get the shoulder up at the count of 2. But we can see right here, Randy hooked up the Nemesis James Taylor for the draping DDT, which connected fully, but then, look at this. He connects the RKO. Watch James Taylor's left hand, clearly underneath the rope in full view, but the official didn't see it, and Randy picks up the victory. Oh, we know James Taylor is going to go to Max Davidson to talk about that finish and probably ask for a rematch. Controversial finish to our opening contest of WEF Strikeout, but you know, a win is a win, and Randy Orton defeats James Taylor in the record books, but ladies and gentlemen, more action headed your way. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, is a match that has some story behind it. The Spartan Brandon Collins recently won the Pro Wrestling Revolver Remix Championship. But right after that, a man who he saw as his best friend and his brother stabbed him in the back, connecting the taste of danger. But one man wants revenge for what Chris Danger did. And that man is Chris Danger's opponent here tonight, Small Afro. He is not happy about Danger turning his back on Brandon. He wants his opportunity to get his hands on him, and he's going to have that opportunity here tonight. Danger versus Jaron Walker in our next contest, folks. This is going to be quite interesting. And we know Danger's feeling good about himself after turning his back on Brandon Collins, but my question is how? How in the ever-living hell can Danger feel good about himself after turning his back on someone that...
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 210 pounds, Chris Danger.
How in the ever-living hell can Danger feel good? How in the ever-living hell can Danger feel confident after turning his back on somebody that he saw as a friend, as a mentor, and as a brother? I guess when you let championships and accomplishments blind you, you don't know how to feel. But I can guarantee you someone who doesn't know how to feel right now, or two people that don't know how to feel right now, are Danger's opponent, Small Afro, and Brandon Collins himself.
And his opponent, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 322 pounds, Jerome Walker.
The final chief, Jaron Small Afro Walker, making his way down to the ring to teach Chris Danger a lesson in respect. You don't turn your back on somebody that you saw as your best friend. All for what? All for a damn championship? All because Brandon got more opportunities than Chris Danger? I get the jealousy, but is it really worth turning your back on your best friend? That is the question that Small Afro is asking Chris Danger. Danger versus Small Afro. A match with some story behind it, ladies and gentlemen. This is all about Brandon Collins and the actions of Chris Danger. Oh, but Small Afro wants to put this one away quick, but not even able to get a count of one. Was trying to catch Danger by surprise. Small Afro just crashed and burned, and Danger is going to take full advantage of that. Oh, was looking for a lion salt. Small Afro rode out of the way, already kicking things off with some back and forth action between these two. And if Small Afro can get a win over somebody like Chris Danger here tonight, that'll certainly build up some much needed momentum for him. Defeating a former RUW Intercontinental Champion. One of the most popular names in the wrestling YouTuber space. And he's going to try to get him to tap out. Oh, but that is not going to happen. Small Afro has a hold of Danger, putting him up against the ropes. Small Afro. Oh my God, what a disaster kick to the temple of Chris Danger. But only able to give Jaron a count of one. And now Jaron, holy hell. How and where the hell did he learn how to do that? Still somehow only able to give him a count of one. What is he looking for here? Oh, whatever he was looking for, Danger did not allow that to happen. But Small Afro just trying to regroup on the outside. Rolling back in. Oh, but he got caught by Danger. Danger now. Oh, to bring a Small Afro down to a knee. And now putting him in the corner. Chris Danger turning him around. Oh, face first off that top turnbuckle. Now Chris Danger is laying it in to Jaron Walker here. Oh, just taunting him. Oh my God, what a drop kick. Able to bust Jaron clean open. There's a cover by Danger, but still only the count of one. Now picking up Jaron. Oh, but Jaron able to counter with a dragon screw. And now Jaron, holy hell! Springboard splash, connecting on the midsection of Chris Danger. Danger's got to be out of breath from that one. There's another disaster kick connected by Jaron. Oh my God, forearm to the face. But Jaron's not done there. Oh, there's another one. Now Danger's busted open. Only the count of two for the final chief. Oh, but Small Afro wants to put this one away. Oh, but Danger had it scouted. Danger able to fight back. Super kick connects right under the jaw of Small Afro. But Danger is not done yet. Lining up Small Afro. Oh, was looking for the super kick. Small Afro able to counter. And now these two just going at it in the ring here. Small Afro asking for more from Chris Danger. These two back and forth shots. What a contest here. Listen to this crowd. They are eating this up right now. This crowd is alive and energetic this contest between these two men. Chris Danger and Small Afro, blow for blow here. Who's going to get the damn upper hand? Oh, it looks like nobody. But Chris Danger, taste of danger to Small Afro. Oh, but he's not gonna pin him off that. What the hell has happened to Chris Danger? Danger going up top. Danger with a clothesline takes out Small Afro. There's a cover. He didn't want to end it off the taste of danger. He added a little salt to the wound. And Danger is victorious over Small Afro. What a contest. This crowd absolutely loved this match. Looking back at the highlights here, some moves I didn't even know Jaron Walker could pull off, but he did. He decided to get a little fancy with that one. But look at this, Danger, super kick. And he lined up Jaron for another one, but was unsuccessful. But look at this. Taste of Danger connecting successfully, but he didn't want to end it off of that. He added a little salt to the wound. And you know, I have to give him credit for that.
Here is your winner, Chris Danger.
Chris Danger victorious over Small Afro. And what a match. What a match. But ladies and gentlemen, 2 more matches headed your way. What an absolute classic between Danger and Jaron Walker. But ladies and gentlemen, do not go anywhere. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, we have some women's action as Wicked Lizzie will be battling Priscilla Kelly. This is a contest you do not want to miss, ladies and gentlemen. Hell's favorite harlot battles Wicked Lizzie. And Wicked Lizzie, ever since the start of season 5, she's only got more scarier. She's only got more dangerous. So if I were Priscilla Kelly, I would watch my back. But ladies and gentlemen, Kelly versus Wicked Lizzie. Coming up next. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. Wicked Lizzie menacingly making her way down to the ring. And you know damn well, if she keeps up the momentum that she has, she is almost destined to be a future contender for the RUW Women's World Championship. Or if WEF ever decides to create one, maybe she could possibly be the very first ever WEF Women's Champion. And as I stated, that is if they decide to create a Women's Championship. So far, there are no plans, unfortunately. And here is Hell's favorite harlot, Priscilla Kelly, making her way down to the ring to do battle with Wicked Lizzie. And look at the look on the face of Priscilla Kelly. She looks confident. She looks ready for battle. But she is going up against she is going up against Wicked Lizzie. Priscilla Kelly versus Wicked Lizzie. Coming up in our next contest. There's the bell. We are now underway with some women's action. Wicked Lizzie versus Priscilla Kelly. And Lizzie wants to end this one quick. There's a cover. Only the count of 1 though. This match just started and Wicked Lizzie is already thinking about ending it. She's going to try to make light work of Priscilla Kelly, and so far it's looking like she's going to do that. Oh my God. Hair whip sends Priscilla Kelly off the bottom rope. Beautiful leg drop there, by the way. And now Wicked Lizzie. Step up enziguri, connecting to the back of the head of Priscilla Kelly. Now Wicked Lizzie up on the middle rope, delivering the double axe handle. Oh my God, kick right to the rib cage. Priscilla Kelly is in a bad way here. Unable to answer back. There's Lizzie with a snapmare. Oh no, was looking for an elbow drop or something, but Priscilla Kelly finally able to answer back against Lizzie. Now look at this, utilizing that top rope to choke her out. And now Kelly putting Lizzie in the corner. And now has her seated up on the top turnbuckle. Oh my God! Just trying to dislocate her damn shoulder. Now Priscilla with a forearm to the face. Priscilla is bringing the absolute fight to Wicked Lizzie here. She is laying it in. And that's kind of what you have to do to an opponent like Wicked Lizzie. Oh, Lizzie dodged that kick. Now look at this. Oh no! Springboard drop kick missed. It kind of looked like Priscilla may have baited her in. Very smart strategy. Oh, and now Lizzie sends Priscilla off the top rope. Oh, there's a knee right to the side of the face. Now Lizzie into the cover. Only the count of 2 this time. Now Lizzie with a kick to the spine. Oh, springboard leg drop connects. Oh, but Priscilla, sneaky roll up. She played possum, but only able to get a count of 1. Was not able to catch Lizzie by surprise. Oh, but now look at this. Kelly driver. There's a cover. Only the count of 1? Oh my God, that just goes to show you the resilience of Wicked Lizzie. The Kelly driver. And she kicked out at 1. Oh, beautiful drop kick connecting by Lizzie. And now what's she looking for here? Probably looking to put Priscilla Kelly away. Oh, what a headbutt. Oh my God. What a move. And now Wicked Lizzie. Oh no, standing moonsault, unable to connect. She got a little too cocky, and Priscilla Kelly gonna make her pay for it. Oh, beautiful arm drag. Great athleticism being shown by Priscilla Kelly here. And look at this, repeated kicks to the face, and now face first off the canvas. Priscilla Kelly up on the middle rope. There's a double axe handle. And a cover. Still only the count of 1 for Priscilla, though. What is it going to take to put away someone like Wicked Lizzie? Just tear her apart. It's really all you can do. Oh, and now Priscilla trying to get riled up here. Still super kick connects on the Wicked Lizzie. Now Priscilla going up top, calling for Lizzie to make it back up to her feet. Priscilla, oh no, missile drop kick, unable to connect. Now Lizzie on the apron. Springboard Hurricane Rana, good God, it looked like Priscilla may have landed on the top of her head, and Lizzie's going to take advantage of that. Home wrecker. Oh, but only the count of 2. What a match. What a match between these two women. There's a cover. Oh, but look at this. Lizzie trying to cheat. Oh, but the official thankfully noticed it. And now Priscilla Kelly. Kelly driver. There's a cover. Oh my God. What is it going to take to put away Wicked Lizzie? 2 Kelly drivers couldn't do it. What is it going to take? Oh, Lizzie able to avoid that forearm. There's a roll up. Oh no, Lizzie almost stole it there. Now look at this. Beautiful athleticism being displayed. There's a drop kick. Now Lizzie up on the second rope, calling for Priscilla Kelly to make it up to her feet. There's a missile drop kick. Oh, looks like she might be thinking the moonsault yet again. This time it connects. There's a cover, and that could be it, ladies and gentlemen. And it is. These two women gave it their all in an absolutely beautiful contest. I would love to see them face again in the near future. What a match that was. Holy hell. Look at this, the very first Kelly driver connect was only able to give Priscilla Kelly a count of 1. But look at this move. Beautiful. Beautifully connected. What a match. Look at this. Home wrecker connecting on Priscilla Kelly, but only able to get a count of 2. But what finished this thing was not this. This was kind of close. But what finished it was this moonsault. She looked to connect it earlier in the match, but was unsuccessful. But she was able to get it that time. And that finished this match and gave Wicked Lizzie the victory.
Here is your winner, the
Wicked Lizzie victorious over Priscilla Kelly. Beautiful contest, ladies and gentlemen. But it is now main event time. That is right. And you do not want to miss our main event, folks. Alexander Kelly has chosen himself to put his RUW 24/7 championship on the line against Damian Priest. Could Alexander Kelly regret his decision? I don't know. Damian Priest versus Alexander Kelly. Death Incorporated and the Vampire Brothers are in, I guess you could say, almost kind of a blood feud. They just keep going at it and going at it and going at it. And I don't know how that's going to end. But Alexander Kelly faces Damian Priest for the RUW 24/7 championship. Ladies and gentlemen, you do not want to miss this.
following is scheduled for one fall and is for the Total Non-Stop Wrestling Championship.
You know, Alexander Kelly put his 24/7 championship on the line against the Raven, the Prophet Lucy. And he was close to being defeated, but he was able to pull out the victory and retain his championship. The question is, will he be able to do the same against someone like Damian Priest? Or will Damian Priest finally able to secure himself some championship gold? This is not the first time, if Damian Priest is able to defeat Alexander Kelly, it will not be the first time he has defeated a member of Death Incorporated for a championship. We all remember when Damian Priest defeated the Nemesis James Taylor for the Internet Championship. He didn't hold it for very long. He held it for a cup of coffee. But the fact that he was able to defeat James Taylor, no doubt, Damian Priest has some confidence. Double champion Alexander Kelly in the building. One half of the World Tag Team Champions and your current RUW 24/7 Championship. The latter of the two he will put on the line in our main event coming up next. Kelly versus Priest, 24/7 Championship on the line.
Introducing the challenger from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest. And his opponent from Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 204 pounds, the Total Non-Stop Wrestling Champion and one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Alexander Kelly.
Kelly putting his 24/7 championship on the line against Damian Priest. This is an opponent that he picked himself. And even though this is not an RUW show, Alexander Kelly literally chose to put his 24/7 championship on the line here at WEF Strikeout in the main event. There's the bell. This one now underway. And Damian Priest already catching Alexander Kelly off guard with the heavy offense. This is a very big match for Damian Priest. If he is able to defeat Alexander Kelly, he will certainly make history. He will make history as the only man who was able to defeat both members of Death Incorporated for some championship gold. But Alexander Kelly with the cover. Oh, but Damian turns it around. Oh, not even the count of one. But now Damian with an Irish whip to Kelly. Holy shit! What a move! What a kick takes down Alexander Kelly. And now Damian has the Iron Claw applied to the shoulder, trying to get Alexander Kelly to tap out. but not going to happen. Instead, Alexander's going to fight. Springboard senton connects to the midsection. This match just started a minute ago, and it's already been absolutely fantastic. Oh my God! Alexander looking to put this one away quick. Alexander, pedigree to Priest. New finisher is adopted. Oh my God, that was close. That was too close to putting away Damian Priest. But Alexander Kelly, learning the pedigree from James Taylor, recently adopting that as a finishing move. Oh, and there's a hot shot, sending Damian flying off the apron. But Alexander with a double axe handle. Damian thought he had Alexander Kelly outsmarted, but he didn't. Now Alexander with a bicycle knee connecting right under the jaw of Damian Priest. Alexander in firm control of Priest in this 24/7 championship contest. Look at this. Alexander Kelly is just picking apart Damian Priest. Double axe handle to the back of the neck. Now Alexander on the apron calling for Priest to make it up to his feet. Could be thinking buckshot, lariat, and it connects. Oh, Kelly going over to the corner. Oh, I know exactly what he's thinking here. Kelly with a spear. Now Alexander, stunner! Another move he learned from the nemesis James Taylor. But Damian completely said, fuck that. Damian back up to his feet, and he could be looking to put away Alexander Kelly, hooking him up for the razor's edge. Has him up, sends him. No, Kelly! Kelly able to counter. What a contest. And now these two are going to trade shots. They're going to trade blows here. What a main event contest for the 24/7 championship. Alexander Kelly and Damian Priest are blowing the damn roof off. Listen to this crowd. Neither man able to get the advantage over the other, but who will in this exchange? Oh, look at this. Kelly and Priest blow for blow here. Oh, and Alexander able to get the upper hand. Taste of danger. He's adopting all kinds of new moves. But will that put away Damian Priest? There's a cover. Ah, Damian able to get that shoulder up somehow. Alexander Kelly figuring out what the hell he has to do. Putting Damian in the corner. Has him seated on the top rope. Oh, Alexander. Oh, could be looking to go to extreme measures here. Hook and ladder. Hook and ladder from the top rope. And that does it. Holy shit, what a match. What a main event. Alexander pulled out all kinds of new moves. Look at this. Pedigree to Priest. That wasn't enough to do it. What a main event. Kelly retains his 24/7 championship. But look at all these new moves. Stunner being adopted by Alexander Kelly. But then, another new move, Taste of Danger. But what ended it was Alexander Kelly going to extreme measures, adopting once again one of his old finishing maneuvers, the hook and ladder, but from the top rope. Alexander Kelly is one hell of a daredevil. There is no denying that.
Here is your winner, and still total non-stop wrestling champion, Alexander
What a main event. What a show. Every single match on the show was an absolute banger. Holy hell. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to this week's edition of WEF Strikeout. Be sure to tune in next time for another episode of the RUW Fight Club, where Alexander Kelly will once again put his 24/7 championship on the line in a contest you do not want to miss. But thank you for tuning in if you did. Remember, take care of yourself and love yourself. And we are out. Deuces.